It's the owl thing with the robes. Like what? See,
Why the owl and why the robes?
which is why it becomes really compelling when guys like Alex Jones, uh, forgive me, but I have not watched his documentary. I probably should at some point about the Bohemian Grove, where he claims that there is uh, Satanist human sacrifice of, I think, children. And I think that's quite a popular conspiracy theory. Or it has lost popularity. It kind of like transformed itself into the QAnon set of conspiracy theories. But I mean, can you speak to that conspiracy?
Let's put it this way. The general public, rich people are inherently suspicious.
Yeah.
Okay, let's put it that way. First of all, they've got all that money, and exactly how did one obtain it? And I do not, of necessity, adhere to the view that behind every great fortune there is a great crime, but there often are. You know, there are ways in which it's acquired. But I think it's one of the things I think that can happen is particularly when people acquire a huge amount of money. And I won't name any names, but let's say there are people who perhaps in the tech sphere who, coming from no particular background of wealth, suddenly find themselves with $600 billion. Well, what? This is the question you would have to ask yourself. Why me? Because you're one of the rare, tiny group of human beings who will ever have that kind of wealth in your hands. Even if you are a convinced atheist, I think at some point you have to begin to suspect that the cosmic muffin, providence, whatever it is, put this money in your hands to do what? Achieve great things. Just think of all the stuff. So you're going to start a foundation and you're going to start backing all the things that you like. This is, I think there's an element of ego that comes in with it as well. And again, it may not be so much what the rich person with a huge amount of money at their disposal and a lot of fuzzy ideas about what to do with it can be influenced by others. It's always that question as to who's actually manipulating these events. What's going on in that regard? And in some way, they can be a very useful sucker. You know, find somebody with a lot of money and get them to finance the things that you want them to do. The Bohemian Club is, I don't think in and of itself inherently evil or sinister, but it means that there are lots of different people in it who have different agendas. It goes back to what I said about how somebody feels about the cremation of care ritual. This is either just a waste of time, it's just some sort of silly thing that we're doing, or it is something of great importance, perhaps even mystical or religious importance, because that's ostensibly what it's pretending to be. There's always this question as to what degree you begin to play and the play becomes serious. That tends to happen a lot.